2002 is an understated coin, lightweight, small, and composed primarily of brass-bladed steel. On one side, the denomination 25 Sentimo is engraved, with the year 2002 at the bottom and Republica ng Pilipinas circling the upper half. The reverse side features the logo of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, which had undergone redesign in 1993. To most Filipinos, it was nothing more than a coin used for bus fares, sari-sari store purchases, and daily exchanges. But to expert numismatists, certain specimens of the 2002 25 Sentimo stand out not because of their face value, but because of the mystery buried deep in their metal. According to multiple reports and collector forums, an ultra-rare variant of the 2002 25 Sentimo surfaced, catching the attention of seasoned collectors. This specific coin is believed to have been struck on the wrong planchet, or even mismatched with another denomination's die, creating an unusual hybrid error. Some say it was struck on a blank intended for a foreign coin. Others claim it contains misaligned dies, missing elements, or a combination of errors, like a double strike or off-center minting. One particular specimen, found in near-mint condition with an uncirculated shine and anomalous features, was reportedly valued at $500,000 USD by a private collector. The sheer price stunned the Philippine numismatic community. Why would a 25 centavo coin, normally overlooked and ignored, command such an astronomical value? The answer lies in scarcity, error classification, and the increasing global fascination with Philippine currency from the post, resulting in mismatched weight, color, or size. These coins passed through unnoticed at first until someone with a sharp eye recognized the anomaly. The $500,000 25 Sentimo is considered to be one of these anomalies. Reports indicate it was verified by a leading international coin certification agency and graded as mint state. 2002. The Philippines was undergoing economic recovery after the financial turbulence of the late 1990s. The Asian financial crisis of 1997 had left its mark on many Southeast Asian countries, and the Philippines was no exception. Inflation, currency devaluation, and structural reforms were ongoing challenges. During this time, every peso counted, and coins of smaller denominations, like the 25 Sentimo, remained vital for everyday transactions. Despite their small value, low-denomination coins, such as the 25 Sentimo, played an essential role in stabilizing the economy, supporting low-cost goods, transportation fares, and public utility payments. These coins were the heartbeat of the microeconomy, especially in rural and urban poor communities. The 25 Sentimo denomination has a long and rich history in Philippine coinage. It traces its roots back to the early Spanish colonial period, when centavo-based systems were first introduced. During the American era in the early 20th century, the 25 centavo coin was a silver piece, intricately designed and valued as a substantial amount of money. Over time, as the value of currency changed, the physical material and size of the coin evolved. By the time the 2002 version was minted, the 25 Sentimo had become a brass-bladed steel coin, small, lightweight, and mass-produced. It had transitioned from silver and copper-nickel to cheaper metals, a practical decision, aligned with inflation and economic efficiency. Yet the design retained national pride, with Filipino motifs and the official seal of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas (BSP) standing proudly on its reverse. The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, established in 1993, ushered in a new era of coin design and production in the Philippines. The new central bank focused on modernizing financial tools, combating inflation, and enhancing currency security. The coins of the late 1990s and early 2000s, including the 2000 to 25 Sentimo, were part of this transformation. Under BSP oversight, new coin series were released that were cost-effective, durable, and easy to identify by touch, important for visually impaired citizens. The 25 Sentimo was minted using advanced techniques that aimed for uniformity and reliability. Yet, ironically, this same mass production process is what sometimes led to error coins slipping through the cracks, the very coins that are now the most valuable. Despite producing hundreds of millions of 25 Sentimo coins, it is believed that a very small batch of 2002 coins were struck with significant errors, wrong planchet errors, for example struck on a 10 Sentimo or 50 Sentimo blank double die, obverse where the date or lettering appears twice, die cracks and cuts chunks missing due to damaged dies, rotated die strikes misalignment between obverse and reverse. Some experts even suggest that a foreign blank may have been mistakenly used, a rare occurrence that produces a coin with unusual weight, color, or thickness. Coins of this nature, the Philippine peso system, subdivided into 100 centimo, has its roots in the colonial period, with influences from Spanish, American, and local traditions. By the early 2000s, the Philippine economy had already undergone several transformations. After achieving full independence in 1946, the country introduced its own currency systems, replacing foreign motifs with indigenous heroes, national emblems, and symbolic imagery. The 25 Sentimo coin had long been a staple of the currency system, frequently used in daily life. Over time, it evolved not only in function, but also in form and metal content. Originally minted in more durable and sometimes precious metals, during earlier periods, the coin was eventually produced using more cost-effective materials, due to rising minting expenses and the devaluation of smaller denominations. By 2002, the 25 centimo coin was struck in brass-bladed steel, a lightweight and economical choice. This change was part of the BSP coin series, which had officially started in the mid-1990s, under the authority of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, created in 1993, to replace the old Central Bank of the Philippines. This was a major institutional shift that aimed to modernize financial systems, reduce inflation, and strengthen economic resilience. The new coin designs of this era were sleek, modern, and practical. They prioritized ease of identification, both visually and by touch, especially for the visually impaired. The 25 centimo bore the words Republica ng Pilipinas, the denomination 25 centimo, and the year of minting. On the reverse side was the BSP logo, an eagle in flight, encircled by the official seal, representing financial strength and national independence. Despite being intended for mass circulation, a very limited number of the 2000 to 25 centimo coins became legends in the coin collecting community. These rare specimens are believed to contain minting errors and unusual anomalies that occurred during the production process. These might include double dies, off-center strikes, die rotations, planchette errors, or even the use of an incorrect metal blank. Such mistakes, while rare, slip through quality control in any minting system due to the sheer volume of coins produced. The real intrigue comes from a particular error coin dated 2002, which was certified in near-perfect, uncirculated condition and rumored to have sold privately for as much as $500,000 USD. This valuation was based on the coin's unique combination of rarity, error type, and immaculate condition. Its certification by a respected grading body further increased its legitimacy and appeal. While skeptics argue that such a high price may be inflated by market speculation, the possibility of an ultra-rare coin of this kind existing is not far-fetched. Across the world, coins with dramatic minting errors, especially when preserved, have fetched astronomical sums. The intrigue surrounding the 2002 25 centimo only adds fuel to the fire. The 2002 coin came into existence. The 25 centavo denomination existed under both year 2015, modern stylized representation of catman, a native Philippine flower Dillenia philippinensis. The catman is known for its unique, bell-shaped flowers and medicinal properties. It symbolizes Philippine biodiversity and heritage. The reverse side includes the official logo of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. The logo is surrounded by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, clean, minimalistic background to prevent counterfeiting. This design approach was chosen to increase coin recognizability, reduce costs, and enhance durability. The 2015 25 centimo was designed primarily for small transactions, especially in rural markets and public transport, where low-denomination coins remain in daily use. Though small in face value, it plays a significant role in commerce. This denomination is essential for exact change and pricing strategies in stores, jeepneys, tricycles, and sari-sari shops. This coin marks the revival and modernization of Philippine coinage. It reflects a push for cleaner designs and stronger materials, improved coin sorting and ATM compatibility, greater anti-counterfeit measures. The NGC series, including the 25 centimo, was also meant to phase out the older, bronze-colored coins, which were frequently hoarded or lost due to low face value and unfamiliarity among the youth. While the 2015 25 centimo is not rare, it holds numismatic value for the following reasons. First-year issue of a newly redesigned series. Uncirculated or proof versions can be sought by collectors. Mint errors, for example, off-center strikes. Double dies may be worth significantly more. Collectors often value these coins when they're in brilliant uncirculated boot condition. Found in mint sets. Part of a full NGC coin collection. In circulated condition. The 25 Sentimo 2015 usually retains its face value. However, collector demand and rarity of mint condition coins can drive up prices. Some online marketplaces list select 25 Sentimo coins at higher prices, often based on condition and scarcity. In local regions, the BSP used the NGC series, including this coin, to promote national identity, flora and fauna awareness, financial literacy. Many school programs use these coins to teach children about currency, mathematics, and Philippine culture. The 2015 Philippine 25 Sentimo coin is more than just pocket change. It's a modernized piece of national history. It marks a transitional moment in the country's economic tools, reflecting both tradition and innovation. While modest in size and value, this coin plays a major role in everyday commerce, national symbolism, and the evolving landscape of Philippine numismatics. The term Sentimo is derived from the Spanish word centimo, meaning cent or hundredth. As a former colony of Spain, the Philippines inherited the centavo system during Spanish rule in the 1800s. After independence and the creation of the modern Philippine peso, the centimo remained the official fractional currency, with 100 centimo equaling 1 peso. Before 2015, the most common 25 Sentimo coin in circulation was from the BSP series 1995-2017. That coin had a golden color, made of brass or brass-bladed steel. It featured Juan Luna, the famous Filipino painter and hero. Inflation making low-value coins feel unimportant. The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas BSP began developing a new, more secure, and modern coin series. In 2014, the BSP approved the new generation currency NGC coin series to replace outdated coins and modernize Philippine currency. The 25 Sentimo coin of 2015 was part of the early releases. It Washington. The Catman flower de linea Philippinensis on the 2015 coin symbolizes Philippine biodiversity and natural pride, rare in the wild, threatened by deforestation, historically used in folk medicine, for example, treating cough and fever. Flowers have a unique bell shape, reflecting Filipino uniqueness and beauty. BSP's choice of native flora aimed to educate Filipinos on their natural heritage, even through everyday coins. Unlike older coins that featured national heroes or political symbols, the 2015 NGC coin series aimed for neutrality education and design simplicity. The coin carries the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas logo, which was modernized in 2010. The new logo represents Philippine eagle for vigilance, stars for the three major island groups Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, shield of the Philippine flag, gear for industry and economy. Including it on every NGC coin was BSP's effort to strengthen institutional identity. The coin was minted in large quantities to meet public demand. However, due to inflation, people often ignore 25 Sentimo coins, leave them in jars, boxes, or throw them away, rarely use them for daily spending. This caused the 25 Sentimo to become a forgotten coin, despite being actively produced, although not rare. The 2015 25 Sentimo coin is becoming interesting to collectors because it was the first year of the new design. Early NGC coins are now being hoarded. Error coins like off-center strikes, double dies fetch Philippine peso 200 to Philippine peso 1,000 plus in the collector market. Coins in uncirculated condition or mint sets may increase in value over time. The 2015 25 Sentimo coin represents a critical moment in Philippine numismatic history, a move toward modern, minimalist design, focus on national. In 2014, this coin belonged to the BSP series, which was introduced in the 1990s and remained in circulation until it was replaced by the new generation currency NGC coin series starting in 2018. These coins were minted by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas BSP as part of the national currency system designed for daily transactions. The stylized BSP Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas logo, introduced in 2010, the year of minting, 2014, Republica ng Pilipinas emphasizing national identity. This design reflects the central bank's institutional presence and authority over monetary policy. A stylized depiction of a native Philippine plant, often used to showcase the country's rich biodiversity. In earlier issues, the Catman flower was shown, but by 2014, This botanical element was more symbolic than specific, a clean and simple layout for easier recognition in transactions. By 2014, the Philippine economy was experiencing steady growth. The BSP was actively working to modernize coinage and improve anti-counterfeit measures. The 25 Sentimo coin continued to circulate widely for small transactions like jeepney fares, sari-sari store purchases, and public utility payments. Although inflation had diminished the coin's purchasing power, it was still a critical part of daily commerce, especially in rural areas where every centavo mattered. The 25 Sentimo coin held a practical purpose in making change, particularly in public transportation. For instance, when fare adjustments were made by just a few centavos, these coins ensured precise payments. It also played a role in retail pricing, particularly in small stores where exact change is often demanded. Switching to brass-bladed steel from earlier materials helped reduce production costs. The brass tone gave the coin a golden appearance, distinguishing it from lower denominations and improving its visibility. However, over time, this plating would fade due to wear, leading to tarnishing and reduced aesthetic appeal, a common issue noted by the public. The coin reflected BSP's efforts to balance affordability in minting with utility in circulation. It also showed the central bank's modernization approach, focusing on sleek, minimalist designs that emphasized function over artistic complexity. While many appreciated the coin's clean design and practicality, some criticized it for being too small and easy to lose. Its diminished usage in urban areas due to the rising cost of living led to reduced visibility, though it remained more common in provincial markets. By 2018, the new generation currency coin series was launched. This new series replaced the 25 Sentimo with a different design and composition. The 2014 25 Sentimo thus became part of a transitional era in Philippine currency. This shift aimed at greater durability, improved security, and updated aesthetics. Coins from the BSP series, like the 2014 25 Sentimo. The term Sentimo is derived from the Spanish word centimo, meaning 1/100th of a currency unit. It reflects the deep-rooted influence of Spanish colonial rule in the Philippines, which lasted over 3 centuries, 1565 to 1898. During that time, the peso and centavo became fundamental monetary terms, which evolved into the modern piso and centimo in the Filipino language. During the American colonial period, 1898 to 1946, the Philippines used U.S. minted coins, and the centavo system was retained. The Philippine Coinage Act of 1903 introduced a complete series of coins, and the 1, 5, 10, and 50 centavos formed a foundation that shaped the structure of Philippine coin denominations into the 20th century. The 25 centavo Sentimo became a critical part of daily commerce, transitioning from silver-based coinage to copper-nickel alloys over the decades. After gaining independence in 1946, the Philippines issued its own coins. The 25 centavo remained a standard denomination due to its convenient quarter value. It was included in multiple coin series. Cultural and economic priorities of the time. The 25 Sentimo coin in 2014 belonged to the BSP series, Banco Central NG Pilipinas series, which was launched in 1995 as part of a major redesign of Philippine coins and notes. This series was introduced to the 25 Sentimo coin, remained essential for small-scale transactions. Despite the rise of inflation, the 2014 coin features the updated BSP logo 2010 version, which includes 3 stars from the Philippine flag, a stylized eagle representing vigilance and strength, a gold background symbolizing prosperity. This logo symbolized the modern vision of the Banco Central NG Pilipinas, anchoring the coin in a new era of fiscal stability and economic modernization. In 2014, the Philippine economy was among the fastest growing in Asia, with GDP growth reaching 6.1%. Strong OFW remittances, business process outsourcing BPO, and domestic consumption drove expansion. Despite this growth, income inequality remained high, and for many Filipinos, every centimo still mattered. This meant that small coins like the 25 Sentimo were not only circulating, they were critical in lower-income communities for exact change and essential goods. In urban transport systems, like jeepneys, buses, and tricycles, drivers frequently asked for exact change, and the 25 Sentimo played a key role. Children used it for buying small snacks, candies, or for minor school-related expenses. Its presence in palenques, wet markets, and sari-sari stores meant the coin was an everyday necessity despite its limited purchasing power. Over time, inflation eroded the value of small denominations like the 25 centimo. In the 1970s and 1980s, this coin could buy an egg or a loaf of bread. By 2014, it had lost much of that purchasing power, used mostly to round off amounts. Nonetheless, for banks, vendors, and fare collectors, it was indispensable in cash flow and bookkeeping. In the years leading up to 2014, the Banco Central ng Pilipinas (BSP) was working to streamline its coinage system. The BSP aimed to ensure use of cost-efficient metals like plated steel, easier coin recognition by visually impaired users. The 25 centimo was refined within this modernization, giving it a more compact size and a simpler look, while still ensuring it met mass production standards. All Philippine coins, including the 2014 25 centimo, are issued under the authority of Republic Act No. 7653, or the New Central Bank Act of 1993. This law empowers the BSP to issue notes and coins and maintain monetary stability. The 25 centimos production in 2014 falls squarely within this legislative framework. Coins like the 2014 25 centimo are struck at the BSP Security Plant Complex in Quezon City. Each coin undergoes cutting brass-bladed steel sheets into circular blanks, striking and printing with dies under immense pressure, inspection, quality checks for size, weight, and design clarity. The result is a coin that's highly consistent and fit for mass circulation. Coins like the 25 centimo play a vital role in monetary policy implementation. They help maintain proper denominations for making change, prevent hoarding of higher value coins,